Mike Majerison here. Welcome to TopMedTalk and welcome to this little short episode of TopMedTalk where what we're really doing is we're going to scream from the rooftops, isn't Xtreme Everest fascinating? We're enormously proud of the Xtreme Everest team and the work that they've done, bringing medicine from the mountainside to the bedside, as they say. And we've got an excellent special series called Xtreme Everest Extra. And it's presented by one of our top talents, Joff Lacey. Here he is chatting on stage with Monty Mython at the ASA 2018 Smith's Medical Symposium on Enhanced Recovery.
Hand up early, so that we could get a microphone to you. This is Dr. Joff Lacey, who I'm sure many of you recognise. He's a front man for a number of documentaries. And he seriously is. He's an award-winning documentary maker. Joff, welcome. If you put your hand up, he'll bring a microphone to you, and at the very least you can say, I was handed a microphone by Joff Lacey. You can look him up later. So thanks, Joff, for doing that. So just make sure of it. Good man. You can even speak into it, Joff.
I can't. It's not. Oh, it is on.
Yeah.
Hi. I'll bring you the microphone.
So how's your day been going today, Joff?
My day's been very good. I've had a great time at ASA, promoting TopMedTalk. A few interesting sessions.
Now, I'm not joking when I say that you're an award-winning... Well, you're a documentary frontman, aren't you? So you should explain, what's your job at the moment? You're a...
So I'm an anaesthesia registrar, which is equivalent of a resident over here, back in the UK. So, yeah.
And you made a documentary a number of years ago with a team, which we'll explain in a second.
Yeah, so I made a documentary about the Xtreme Everest research program, which is a research program Monty's heavily involved in from UCL. I made a documentary about that expedition and the scientific endeavours that went on in that expedition and the findings, and it went down well, and we won an award for Best Science Story of the Year from the Foreign Press Association.
And you've got a series coming out on... round of applause for that.
Thank you.
And you've got a series currently that's started but running on TopMedTalk at the moment, where you've done a follow-up about Xtreme Everest.
Yeah, exactly. So that documentary that you can find on Al Jazeera English is where it was broadcast. That was obviously documenting the actual expedition itself of Xtreme Everest, but the projects were actually being undertaken at that stage. And now for TopMedTalk, we've caught up with some of the research leads in that expedition and kind of taken a deep dive into some of the findings that have been made since that expedition in 2013. So it's a really interesting series that have just been launched on TopMedTalk. So subscribe and download.
Absolutely. So if you want to understand how people adapt to extremely low levels of oxygen, then that's the place to go and listen to it, topmedtalk.com. Now, the team you worked with was called what? The
Grain Media.
And they then parted company with you. No, they didn't really. They went on to do what? They went on to win an award. They went on to win
a slight... You may not have heard of the award, but it was an Oscar, I think. It was there. Without me. There's no link.
What was that for?
So they got nominated for 2 Oscars and won the second nomination. So the first nomination was for a documentary called Virunga, which is about a national park in the Congo, and the second nomination was for a documentary on the white helmets.
And that's the one they
won an Oscar for. So
it could have been you, mate. It's almost
could have been. I know.
So even if you don't want to ask a question, if you put your hand up, you can hang out with Joff Lacey, who nearly won an Oscar.
Or knew someone who nearly. Yeah.
Joff, thanks a lot for being the microphone. Yeah. Right.
So it's with enormous pride that we announce the Xtreme Everest Extra series is to run every single Sunday on TopMedTalk over the next 4 weeks. If you check your podcatcher, you will see the first episode is already there. And episodes 2, 3 and 4 are on the way.